welcome to Divine Bold Beginnings 93. What's up, DBB 93 squad? I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers for subscribing to the channel, as well as our returning subscribers for coming back, and to everyone that watched the video that are not subscribed to the channel. You guys, this reading will be for our Leos, and it will be to cap off the end of the month of August. This month went fast, y'all. Okay? So make sure in this reading you take what resonates and let what doesn't fly bye-bye. Without further ado, let's get into your reading, you guys. So the first thing that I'm feeling here is you're going through major changes here. You're making major life changes. And I feel like for some of you, it could be a little overwhelming. And it's needing a breath of fresh air. I do feel like when it comes to saying you need a breath of fresh air, it could just be taking a day away from what you're doing and just letting it wait for one more day. Now, I'm not saying like if it's a time limit on it and if it's a deadline to meet, don't do that. But what I'm saying is, like, somewhere here I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Yes, you do have everything you need within you. It's just, it's a little overwhelming. And that's okay. We all go through that. So, let's get into your cards, okay? The first card you have here is healthcare change. So, for some of you, you could be dealing with either someone that's around you that's ill, or it could be you. And I feel like you're starting to look into other alternatives when it comes to either, like, if it's something small like diet changes and stuff like that, like you're looking into other alternatives and either how you're eating, or, you know, it's like the energy with that is what you're putting into your body. You're more consciously aware of what's going on around you, as well as, you know, what you're feeding yourself to either grow yourself or grow your mind, grow your spirituality. And that's why I feel like healthcare change is here. Now, for some of you that are dealing with someone that's ill, I feel like this is you coming to terms with what's going on. And part of it was not really facing the reality that, you know, sometimes we don't ask for certain things, but things happen. And as much as we want things to be peaches and cream, is as much as sometimes we get apples. Okay? So I think that's like the energy that I'm feeling with this, and it's accepting the situation but moving forward in the best way possible. To help either a loved one, or it's just like, for some of you, it's just being more involved in a situation when it comes to healthcare for a loved one. Because I feel like someone, either parent, or it's just for somebody, it's an older person that probably weren't quite telling you everything that was going on in their life. And now, like, you're coming around them more, you're starting to see the change. Like, okay, you normally wouldn't do that. Why are you doing this? Okay, you know, this is going on, that is going on. You're not taking care of yourself properly like you used to. And it's, for some of you, it's part of them going into old age. So that's what I feel like this healthcare is here for, okay? So, and that could be why you feel overwhelmed, because you're dealing with your circumstances as well as taking on a whole nother, you know, situation. The next card you guys have here is you are stronger than you know. So at first, I feel like for some of you this has already come out, but for others of you, you're just at the beginning of finding out like this is going on. And the angels and spirits and guides want you to know that, you know, you're stronger than you know. You can handle anything that comes towards you. You may have made some life changes, and this situation that's occurring probably doesn't fit where your life changes where you thought you would be. but it ultimately helps you towards where you're going in the future. Okay. And again, when it comes to your healthcare, if you're balancing out, you have a balanced diet here, it helps you manifest more to come in towards you as well. So, you have motivation. Every time I hear the word motivation, you guys, I think of Kelly Rowland's song. Don't judge me. But I feel like with the motivation here, this is, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? This is stop moping about your situation. This is get up and do what you need to do. I feel like for some of you, like it really took a toll on you hearing about a loved one that weren't taking care of themselves. But in the same token, it's like you are the spark to them. And it may be a lot for you to, you know, be like, okay, I'm putting spark over here, and then I got to go back home and do this and that with my family. And it's like, it's a lot, right? But in here somewhere, find the motivation, find your light in the situation to where I feel like for some of you, what you're doing with this person is part of your life purpose. It's part of a lesson that you're learning that's a positive lesson for you, okay? We have here family changes. So, going into family changes here, it's still the same scenario, but I just picked up something different here. For some of you that are like really starting to focus on your health, probably getting into more exercise programs or just watching what you eat in general, I feel like there's a possibility that maybe you want to get pregnant. Yeah. And I say that because without even looking at the card, I just literally looked at the card. You have 2 butterflies here, and I feel like that's mating in a way, like that's bringing 2 people together. And you could be thinking about, okay, in order for me to have children, or if you already have children, you want to be more active with your children. And sometimes this is a touchy word to talk about, but, you know, obesity is a thing. And I feel like when it comes to obesity, it's a touchy situation, but at the same time, you want to be active with your children so they don't have to go through that situation. It could be something that happened from, you know, your family that was like trickled down, like the way you, I feel like it's like the way you were eating, just, you know, things that you found comfort in, and it could be part of food. It was like comfort food for you. And I feel like that's something that you want to change. You want to get your family out more. You want to get them, you know, outdoors, and let's get active. Let's go do this. Let's go do that for some of you. And then I feel like even if you don't have children, this is just you wanting to get active, because you just, it's like you just want to keep your energy flowing. And you know, like that's part of how your energy flow, because you know when you sit still, for some of you, I just feel like when you sit still, you feel like your energy is blocked. Okay? So you have here courage and moving. So, dealing with a loved one could cause you to have to move things around. I don't necessarily feel like for some of you it's going to actually be moving just yet, or you could be in the process of moving now. But I do feel like, to me, this courage is like taking a leap of faith in something here. We'll get more into that when I go into the actual spread. But I feel like when it comes to this situation, whatever you're thinking about moving towards, it calls you to have courage. It calls you to speak up, not to hold back. And I feel like when it comes to this courage as well, it's like stepping up in a way. Because what it fell over, the 2 cards that it fell over, It's like stepping up and being bold, not being quiet, not being shy, and moving forward. So like I said, this situation could have occurred where it's like the point of your life where you're moving forward and you're like, another thing has fallen on top, or but actually in hindsight it's actually a good thing. Okay. And again, that's another almond to let you know that you have the courage to do anything and everything that you want to. Moving could be physically moving, okay, but it could just be moving on from the past, moving on from things that probably held you back. And I feel like that comes in ties to the family changes as well, because somebody could be moving in with you. You could be integrating families, as well as, like I said, with the healthcare, when it comes to moving out of the way either you used to eat, or the way you used to indulge, let's say that. Okay, so have a few more. And I feel like these right here is more about career, work, and following your own endeavors, okay? So, you have here new career, hobbies, self-care, sobriety, and keep the faith. So, I'm going to do this as a whole. So when it comes to these 5 cards, I feel like this is you going in a new direction where your hobbies have finally come forward. And when I say that, it's like you could have been in a job setting where you were just living day by day. You were just going through life to go through life. And you could have been, with the sobriety being here, you could have been a workaholic. And you could have been neglecting yourself, because you do have self-care here. But I feel like as you were working, you finally came to this realization that you needed time to yourself. And between that, you picked up a hobby, or you will be picking up a hobby that will ultimately take you into, for some of you, it will be your own business. If that haven't already started for you. Or it could take you into another realm of work where either your creativity is more effective or honored more, okay? But things may be shaky at first, so that's why I feel like the card of keep the faith is here. It's telling you to keep the faith and know that, again, we go back to the beginning where you are stronger than and continue to push positive energy out on what you desire. I feel like when it comes to this situation, you needing to know with this self-care that you are lovable and you deserve the world. Not only is it that you can mix kind of like play and pleasure at the same time, but not in a sexual way, okay? It's like mixing having fun with something that kind of gives you that orgasm flair, if that makes sense. It's like without even being sexually involved, it gives you that. It makes your toes twinkle when you do this. And for some reason, I feel like it may help you when it comes to releasing stress. Because it could be, like I said in the beginning, it's a lot on your plate. So it's you needing to kind of detach for a moment and then get back into it. Figure out how to organize things so you can knock out each thing one by one. Okay? So let's get into you guys' reading. I pulled out a totally different deck. I was drawn to pull out this deck. And when I shuffled, at the bottom of your deck, you have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like that's clarity coming in on, if you didn't have quite solid plans on how you want to go forward in things, or you don't know, we're going to be frank, we're going to be honest, you don't know where things are going. Speaking of the 4 Wands, you don't know where things are going, because It could be a still moment of the Hermit here with Judgment, okay, and with, here we go, the Three of Swords, okay, and the Four of Swords. So let me get back to what I was saying. So I feel like when it comes to this situation, you don't have clarity in the situation here. It's like you know deep down how you feel, and you know for some reason, I'm just put this up here. You know for some reason, like, if this is a love relationship, you know how someone else feels, okay? But again, if we go back to what I said in the beginning about you taking care of a parent, you may feel like that's going to cause a wedge between you and your relationship. And I feel like when it comes to that situation, you need to speak to your partner about it and see their input and tell them why you feel so drawn to help, and, you know, express, because I feel like they're going to help you in a way, take a load off, okay? Even if it has to do with your children, they're going to help take a load off. You don't have to do it alone. That's what I'm being told, okay? So now we go into this spread where it's like the relationship part of things. The Four of Wands, and like I said, the Knight of Swords, it didn't fall out, but it was at the bottom of the deck once I got done shuffling. And I feel like there's something that's been wavering up about this Four of Wands, where you guys could probably, for some of you, I feel like not be in communication, for sure, especially with the Three of Swords being here and the Four of Swords. But I feel like you guys could be living separately, or you want to make that move to separate from someone because you feel like either their energy is toxic, or you just feel like you just need some time alone, okay? And that's not going to be for everyone, because I see that side of things, but I do see where it's coming back around the bend where you want to open up, but at the same time it's needing that rest, needing that self-care. With the Four of Wands being here, again, that's the same knight that was on that horse. And I feel like as you are handling things and you feel like you have to do it alone, it's like he's greeting her. And, you know, take it as it resonates, but I'm just depicting, you know, what the picture is. You don't have to be a female to be on the horse. You can be a male, okay? It's the energy. But he's greeting her like, okay, look, you don't have to do this alone. And that's where we come out here with the Hermit, going within and seeing that, okay, I've done this for years where I were alone. I've done things where I felt like, you know, no one really had my back, and maybe it's you wavering between, maybe I should give this a shot, maybe I should give this a chance. And that's why the Judgment card is here, to open you up to that. You could have, you know, for some of you, I feel like you could have said that you're going to give this a chance, but you weren't really open to it until either this person is going to be approaching you or they already have approached you. And that's why the Judgment is here. This is that, like, in a way, it's that reincarnation of the past, the old energy that lied between the childlike energy within you, where you didn't see things for what they truly were until, you know, it happened. Like, if someone didn't tell you to touch the stove, you would have never knew it was hot. That's the energy I'm feeling here. With the Three of Swords, it's opening up your heart so it can heal. Yes, this person could have caused some of this Three of Swords energy, heartbreak, but it's knowing that with these roses being here, and to be honest with you guys, those three birds, it's a messenger. It's telling you, okay, look, I understand you've been hurt, and I understand, you know, this has happened, and I feel like that's divine doing a divine intervention with you. Look, I get it. I understand. You don't want to open up because it is this, and that. But if you don't open them, you're going to miss out on something you truly desire. Now, it could be part of you having to let go of control when it came to the situation, because what you desired was going to happen wasn't going to happen that way. It was going to happen in an even better way than you think, okay? So with the Four of Swords being here, this is you completely surrendering. And one thing to say is, when we say we surrender more, because then you let go of the idea. Like I said in the beginning, it wasn't even speaking on relationship. And I'm pretty sure you guys came on here like, okay, I'm really not focused on relationship. I'm focused on me more, because that's everything that came out was you. So now it's like, oh, really? Like the relationship part, it's like, I feel like this is kind of the, what is it that I don't see, in a way. What you don't see is the Sun card here. You flourishing. Things coming towards you because you're open to it. Your heart chakra is open, okay? And what comes in? The Ace of Cups. But I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, you have to, Eight of Cups, walk away from the past. And it's so ironic that, and it's not ironic, it happened for a reason, okay? Let's just say that. It fell, the Eight of Cups fell over the Judgment and the Three of Swords. Because why? You have to give up the old to receive what? And we say it, the new. Something that you've been waiting for. The Seven of Pentacles. Something that you've been holding on. And I feel like not speaking the truth on, because either if you were in separation, it wasn't things that were spoken about. Okay? So again, you have to give up the past to welcome the new. And I feel like when it comes to this Ace of Cups, it's everything you desire. It's this, oh wow, oh my goodness. It's this Three of Pentacles, this rebuild. Let's work things out. This wish fulfillment, this ultimate fulfillment for you. It's, okay, I don't have to do it alone. I'm not in this world alone. I do fit in somewhere. That's the energy that I'm feeling. It's the, I do belong. I do belong to a tribe, you know? And it's like, okay. So I can let go of the Five of Swords, the heartbreak, the backstabbing, the everyone does this to me, but what do I get out of it? Part of it were, and we're going to be honest here, you guys, with the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, don't sabotage yourself. You still see the birds are flying around. It's a messenger here. Yes, this whoever is coming in towards you, yes, they're not completely the perfect package, and neither are you. But working together, it brings things so much better towards you. And it's like, you had to understand that you had to stand on your own, but at the same time, you had to allow things to come in towards you. On the time right now is 1, 2, 3. You had to make the steps to get to where you had to go. Because why? The Six of Cups. This reuniting with your inner child is here. Or it could be you reuniting with your children. Coming out of that workaholic vibe, or, you know, indulging in things that were making you codependent. It's like receiving your star badge, in a way. And knowing that you have it. I feel like it's you polishing your star badge. So now it's like the Queen of Cups. You're ready to receive. You're open. But it's still, the energy is like, with or without you, I'm whole. Again, you don't have to be a female to embody the Queen of Cups. You can be a male. I just feel like the energy with the Queen of Cups here is that loving, nurturing, taking care of oneself, nurturing oneself, nurturing the situations that come about for oneself, and not holding back. Okay. Because why? Who comes forward? The King of Wands. I feel like the King of Wands was someone that probably didn't see the situation for what it was. But still, even though they weren't communicating this towards you, they still held on to this connection of Four of Pentacles. Both of you. It could have been a situation where this person was all about go, 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 and you were more about love, and this person didn't know how. It reminds me of the Lil Wayne song, How to Love, right? And neither one of you were balanced in that situation, where it was you wanted to give love, but you weren't in a really good, stable place to receive love. So when that person showed you the love, for you, it was the energy of, okay, it's too good to be true. Or if this person is doing this to me, then what are they doing to someone else, right? But holding on to that energy for both of you, and it's vice versa energy here. This person is giving me love. It reminds me of, again, the song by Miguel. I ain't gonna say that word. P is mine, okay? And he says, I know I'm not the only one, but when I'm there, you treat me real good. This person was so used to coming in, coming out, and allowing other people to treat them like crap that they didn't care when they left the situation that it was like that. So when they met you with your cup, it was like, oh, shoot, I've fallen. You bring me back to Maya's song. I've fallen head over heels. I've fallen in love with you. I've fallen. And I can't get up. I don't want to get up. Okay. So as things were going, and as things are going to continue to go, you both are holding on to this connection tightly. So if you had a question on, is this person really holding on to this connection and all this and all that, it's here. Justice is going to be served if it hasn't already been served. Oh my goodness, you guys. Y'all know I'm going under the deck, right? Y'all know I'm over here playing with my little emotions. Okay. So we had the King of Pentacles. This person, like I said, this person was probably in the selfish stage of more of getting their stability together, not worrying about this connection. And that, I feel like that's something that hurted you in the end. Because you were like, well, I'm trying to give all to you. Why aren't you giving all to me? But again, they didn't know how. The King of Pentacles. They come out as the king. Now they're ready to give. They needed that stability. They needed to be that masculine energy. But it had to come with patience. Because this person was so used to things going their way, getting it quick, fast, and in a hurry, that they wanted this 10 of Cups right off the bat. No, that's not how this works, because we need this to last for a lifetime. We need to make sure those cups that you're putting out aren't halfway full or halfway empty, okay? Both of you. Because we don't need those cups to be filled with tears. We need them to be filled with love and compassion and everything else that you desire this relationship to be built off of. But justice has come in to weigh the scales out, to balance things, to bring you forward after all this hard work. Because we have the Two of Wands. You both have decided what you truly want. With the Nine of Cups, this is your wish fulfillment. Okay? You have the food, taking a leap of faith in this situation. And even though you may be afraid, it's still telling you that this offer is here for you, the Page of Cups. The offer is here on the table. And you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So it could be combining business here, Or it just could be receiving an offer, but things are going to be turning in your favor. So you guys, this is the end of your reading for the end of August. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up. And if your bell notifications are not turned on, please turn your bell notifications on. I will see you guys in the next readings. Have a great day. Bye.